join the fun. Let's learn and make under the sun. With resin in our hands, let's pour.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel CC UK Resin, and you've got voiceover Andy this time. So just thought I'd talk you through how I made the mold. So a thin layer of silicone on this cake tin. Then what I did is I put in the amethyst crystal and I literally covered it almost in more resin. And then this, not resin, sorry, silicone. And this is what it came out with. So let's get straight into the video and see what it turns out like. So this is the original crystal that I got from Temu, and it cost me around about £25, but it really inspired me to make this mold and see if I could make realistic looking amethyst in resin. So all I've done so far is I've just mixed up some resin so it's ready, and I'm guessing that this is going to take about 6 ounces, but look at those crystals, and I'm hoping to get that effect in the mold that I've just made. Unfortunately, the sound was corrupt, and that's why you've got voiceover Andy, but hopefully we'll get through this video together. But you can just see there, it almost looks like a perfect heart. And that's why, as soon as I got it, I thought this has to become a resin mold. But absolutely beautiful. Just look at all that sparkle that you get from this. And the plan is here, I want to try and create that natural amethyst look, if I can, in resin. Let me know in comments if you think I'm going to be able to. It's going to be difficult. And I've already tried this mold once, but I didn't film it. And I think I tried a few too many colours, and it didn't turn out great. But I'm going to show you a picture of that in a second. But again, whilst you're here, do me a favour and like and subscribe to the channel. It does make a huge difference. And we've also got memberships open as well. So thank you to all of those members, and thank you to everyone that's subscribed so far. So here's the mould. And as you can see, it's a beast of a mould. Although it took an awful lot of silicone to make, I'm hoping you'll agree that the end results are going to be worth it. And we should get something that at least resembles this real amethyst cluster. This is the one that I made with a few too many colours and went a little bit crazy, but it still turned out pretty, and it showed that the mould works. And look at these glitters on the back. I think that was my favourite part. It's almost a scale effect. Might try this in a dragon going forward. But as you can see, I tried a bit of sinker white, tried a few different Petri effect, I suppose, and it just didn't work for me. I think there was almost too much happening at once, but let me know if you agree. But anyhow, this is the one that we want to recreate. So I want to try and get similar colours. So again, if you look closely, the tops are almost clear. And then you've got a layer of colour underneath which shines through the whole thing. And that's what I want to try and recreate, get this purpley colour. And actually, this has already gone out as a members giveaway. So somebody else has already got this. So I'm going to go with the dark indigo from Let's Resin for the alcohol ink. And I think it's going to be pretty straightforward. I think I want to get a clear layer in first to try and simulate the tops of those crystals, but as you can see, it's not. I'm just having a look. In fact, I've got something in the mold. I think it's a piece of glitter is stuck in the mold. So this is me just taking the glitter off the mold. So apologies for the camera work. Everything that could have gone wrong whilst trying to film this video went wrong, and that's part of working with resin. Whenever you click that record, sometimes things will go wrong, and you can see it's just that tiny bit of glitter fell into the mold, but I don't want it there. I want this to be crystal clear, hopefully simulating the amethysts. And whilst you're here, guys, watching this, do me a favour. If there's any projects you want to see us do on this channel, this is your channel as well as mine. So let me know in comments and I'll try and make it happen. And I've had a couple of people asking me about this particular mould because they've seen it on other socials that I do. And yes, I could make you one, but it's not going to be cheap because the amount of silicone that I used in it. So I worked out this cost me around about £30 in silicone alone. So in order to ship it out there and create one, about £50. It's a lot of money for a mold, and again, you could probably get a similar effect much cheaper from one of the larger mold makers, would be my advice. But if you really want one, send me an email at customcarving@outlook.com and I'll make you one. So the first step, here we go. Just going to pour in some clear resin first of all, before I add any alcohol inks or anything like that. And I'm hoping that that'll just create me a bit of a separation between the coloured effect of the crystals and the tips of the crystals. Whether it'll work, I don't know at this point, because I've never done it before, but I just thought it'd be an interesting thing to try and see if it does naturally create that crystal-like effect. Let me know what you think's going to happen in comments. Is this going to work, or is it going to be a mess? And obviously, to the person that now owns this, let me know what you think if you're watching this video back. Let me know if you liked it as much as I did in the end result. And make sure you stay till the end for that end result, because we're not just going to use alcohol ink in this. We're going to do something a little bit different. But here we go. Shake your alcohol ink before you put it in. Just giving it a good shake. And now I'm going to drip it into all of these little crystal effects. And hopefully that'll give us a realistic amethyst-like look. But again, let me know what you think. And it does use quite a bit of ink, this, because I didn't want any spaces to be particularly blank. Again, looking back on reflection, you could probably do that and it would look like you've got different depths in your crystals. So that might be something I play around with in the future. I'm not sure, but just so you know, this isn't going to be a 1 hour video either like some of my tutorials. This is going to be a quick 15-20 minute video just to show you how I did this process. So again, let me know in comments, do you prefer the longer form content or the 20-minute videos? Just so that I can try and edit my editing to suit the majority of people. And here we go, just pouring in some clear resin now. And what I'm hoping is going to happen, as I say, is it's going to create almost that layered effect like you naturally get in crystals. And it looks beautiful at this point. And now I'm just weighing up if there's going to be enough colour in there. And this dark indigo is a really dark purple. And again, I didn't necessarily want it to be dark purple. I wanted it to be more of an amethyst purple. So maybe next time I think I might play with the colours a little bit more. But again, I think wait till the end, you'll see what this turns out like. So I'm just having a look here, and I've got some iridescent film that was actually sent to me by Terry Ryan, one of our members from Resin. And I've never used this before, but I thought, do you know what? Let's use it in this piece. Let's see if those amazing colours shine through the crystal and give us some more colours. So luckily, I'd already poured one of these, so I knew the shape that I needed. So all I'm going to do is use this one as a template, draw around the iridescent film, cut it out, and then we're going to try and put it in the back of this amethyst crystal before it cures. So I'm just cutting it now. And then, as I say, here we go. This is that film. And look at those colours. Absolutely stunning. But everything I've ever had from Resin is. And if ever you want anything from Resin, make sure you use my discount code, which is CCUK. And here we go. I'm going to show you how I did this. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to roughly be the same size of as that mould, so that I can just fit it in the back. Hopefully pour a bit of resin over the top, and hopefully that will keep it in place. So here we go. This is that film. Just getting a pen and roughly drawing in that shape. So I'm not looking for perfection here, but just to give me a guide of where to cut. But I hope you'll agree, this film is absolutely stunning. I think there's about 6 or 7 different colours in different lights. And I just thought that shining through might recreate a crystal-like effect. Or at least that's what I was hoping for. So just cutting around it now with a pair of scissors. If you know how to cut around a line, you can skip past this part if you really want to. Oh dear. But let me know what you think of the rebrand as well, because I know we've gone through a rebrand recently from Custom Carving and Epoxy UK to CC UK Resin. I just thought it was more relatable with the channel. But let me know what you think about that in comments. I'd love to know your thoughts and what you're thinking of the new content that's going out as well. And there we go. So that's that corner snipped off. Don't throw these bits away, because you can always save them and use them in another piece. And look at this. I'm even using child's scissors. So they're not too sharp. They hopefully won't cut my fingers, but also they're not the greatest at cutting with. So here we go. And I've gone around that edge now, and I think that should fit in. I just need to make sure it's the right way round. And I think it's that way. Tiny bit needs just cutting off that top corner, and then we should be good to go to get this in the resin. And I'm just wiping it down with a wipe to get rid of any of that marker that's left on there, because I didn't want a big black line in the back. Always have baby wipes next to you. You would not believe how many times they're useful. So here we go. I'm just going to try and place that now straight in, tucking it around those edges, and I think that looks gorgeous. And now I'm just going to use the silicone tool just to poke it underneath those edges to make sure that this is going to be completely submerged in that resin. And I thought this way we're going to get some really, really colourful ones that are coming out of the clearer crystals, and some that stay their own colour with the purple, and hopefully give us a natural glimmer. So I've got a tiny bit of resin left. I'm just going to pour it over the top. Hopefully we don't get a giant bubble in this as well, which was also a worry at this point. But you never know until you try something for the first time. So my advice, if you get an idea with resin, just do it and let's see what happens. Share it with everyone as well on YouTube so that we all know what works and what doesn't. But this, touch wood, seems to be going to plan at the moment. There we go. So now I'm just going to spread that resin all the way around. And what I'm hoping here is it just sandwiches it between the two layers of resin, gets rid of any air bubbles or pockets that might be there, and then cures with this as the base. And let me know, do you think this is going to work or not? Is there a better way of doing this? There probably is. But as I say, it's my first time and I just wanted to get this in here. And you can really see that sparkle coming through already from that iridescent film. So again, into resin, as well as your moulds, I think I'm in love with this new film. And again, thank you very much, Terry Ryan. You sent it me as part of a Happy Mail package. And it is really appreciated. Now all I'm doing is just swirling around some of those dark alcohol inks that have come through, just to give it a bit of a design again. Nothing too fancy. Just giving it a swirl, and I think that's pretty much it. Wiping around the mould as well, so there's no excess for me to worry about deburring at the end. And then I think it's just going to be a case of waiting 24 hours for this resin to fully cure, and then hopefully we're going to have a beautiful amethyst, almost heart-shaped, natural-looking rock, a bit like this. Hopefully it won't weigh as much. So here we go. So here we go, guys. And it's the next day and I'm really excited for this. Just look at that effect. And I've since found out that one of my members, Terry, is the one that placed in this into resin order for me as a bit of a... Happy Mail. So thank you very much, Terry. It's really appreciated. And there's a mold in there as well, and something else that I need to try from InterResin. So I'm going to try those. And don't forget, if you're going to get anything from InterResin, use my discount code CCUK and get yourself some money off. But just look at that iridescent film with the alcohol inks on the top. I think that's actually beautiful. And in different lights, you get greens, golds, oranges. But the main thing I want to see is obviously with this being the crystal mold that I made myself, I want to see if we've created anything that looks a little bit like the amethyst. And we're going to see. So here we go. And it's the first time I've used this film in resin, but it seems to have cured well. Here we go. And it's demolding. I'm just going to loosen it up. Hopefully loosening some of those crystals so that we can just get it straight out. It is a bit of a tight mold because, as I say, it's handmade and you just need to get yourself, there we go, underneath and give it a good push. And then it should, hopefully, just come out the mold. Again, being careful with it. I don't want to apply too much pressure because I don't want to risk damaging the mold. A lot of silicone went into this, as you can imagine, to cover that. So literally that went down like that in the silicone after putting a layer on, and that's what helped create this beautiful mold. And here we go, the moment of truth. Lovely clean mold. And we're going to see what, if anything, we've got. Wow. And you can just see that iridescent film in the clearer parts shining through these crystals. But I think that is beautiful. I think it's actually better than the original. And we've managed to keep those clear tips like you would do in a crystal formation just by pouring that clear first. I don't know. What do you think? I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to try and get this in some sunshine for you as well now. But the great thing is as well, it's a flatter surface. So, and you can see it is an exact duplicate of that. And that's what I love about making your own molds. Beautiful. And you can see those gorgeous crystals formed and just that bit of iridescent paper coming through on those clear ones. It makes me want to just do a clear one now, just with that iridescent film, because look at those colors. Absolutely stunning. I'm going to try and get you some of this in the sunlight now. But as always, like and subscribe to the channel. I think it's been a success. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next video. And thanks again, Terry, for sending it as well, the iridescent film. I'm going to be playing with that a lot more, I think. Beautiful.
We all grow together, join the fun.